Yes. All right. We in here. What it be? All right. And there we go. Lights, camera, action, baby. Lights, camera, action, baby. Yes. 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 Woo. Uh-huh. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay. What up? What up? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Hello, my name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. Let me let you know. I'm feeling all right. What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What is the goings on, man? Yeah. Oh, man, y'all don't know, man. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know, man. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it, man. You're not ready for it, Johnsons. You say you're ready for it, but you're not ready for it, Johnson. Get a little bit of, cut that up a little bit, man. What is going on? What is going on? There we go. Out the way. Out the way. Is this thing on, Johnson? Is this thing on? Yes. Oh, let me make sure my sound check is right. That would be bad if no one heard any of that. What's going on, Facebook? What's going on? Can you hear me, Facebook? Is Facebook in the house? I don't see anything. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes, George, Ginger, Kim, Nicole, Junius, my people. Yep, it came through. It came through again. They're doing it again. My people are holding me down on Facebook. Thank you, Facebook. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube party people, you're in the house. Cryptician, John Dieter, Over 50 and Fantabulous, Hellkite Tom Zito, my Wolfpack's in the house, Mama Alaska, Mike, Sally Thompson, Shadow President, Cyrus in the house, 1976, damn good year. Oh, man. All right. Now, one of my friends on YouTube just said, Tim Black, fill us in. What are we happy about? Oh, man, tonight's going to be a revelry. A revelry. Yeah, we're going to revel in a moment. We're going to pour a little cold water on it. Then we're going to revel in it again because we can chew gum and walk at the same time, Johnson. See, some people, they don't like winning. Nah. And some people want to be above it. They want to be above it, man, because they're so high-minded. They're so high-minded. I get it. I'm getting it. So let's back this up, guys. Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police cop who killed, murdered, slain George Floyd, was found guilty on 3 charges. All 3 charges that were presented were all 3 charges he was found guilty of committing. All 3 of them in a row. And I told you, hold on a second, I told you, I said that was what's going to happen. I said it was going to happen, and it happened. I knew it was going to happen, Johnson. It's okay. No. Man was guilty. I watched every moment of the testifying. I watched every moment of the trial. So I knew the defense was full of shit. It was them grasping at straws, grasping for air, grasping at straws. The entire thing. If you didn't watch it, then you may not know that, but it was horrible. Now, if you watch Fox News, you thought this was all in the bag. You walked around strutting. You made comments like, it only takes one. It only takes one, and the defense is making doubt. They're sowing doubt. And it only takes one. Okay, I know. Yeah. Well, that one didn't show up, Johnson. That's not what the hell happened. In fact, just so we know that we're really sure, let's all be really, really clear. Let's all be really, really clear. Let's be really, really clear now. Let's be really, really clear. For anyone who missed it, guys, here goes that moment in time of a little bit of sweetness. It's okay. It's okay to enjoy the sweetness of the moment. Right now, we're reveling. This is called the revel portion. This is reveling. It's okay. Feel good. Exhibit A.
And spectators are standing right now
Please be seated.
they take their seats.
Members of the jury, I understand you have a verdict. Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota, County of Hennepin, District Court, 4th Judicial District. State of Minnesota Plaintiff versus Derek Michael Chauvin, Defendant. Verdict, Count 1. Court File Number 27, CR 20-12646. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:44 p.m. Signed, Juror Foreperson, Juror Number 19. Same caption, verdict Count 2. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Signed by Jury Foreperson, Juror Number 19. Same caption, verdict Count 3. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to Count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m. Jury Foreperson 019. Members of the jury, I'm now going to ask you individually if these are your true and correct verdicts. Please respond yes or no. Juror Number 2, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror Number 9, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror Number 19, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 27, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 44, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 52, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 55, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 79, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 85, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 89, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 91, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 92, are these your true and correct verdicts?
Yes.
Are these your verdicts, so say you one, so say you all?
Yes.
Yes.
Members of the jury, I find that the verdicts as read reflect the will of the jury and will be filed accordingly. I have to thank you on behalf of the people of the state of Minnesota for not only jury service, but heavy-duty jury service. What I'm going to ask you to do now is to follow the deputy back into your usual room, and I will join you in a few minutes to answer questions and to advise you further. So, all rise for the jury. All right, be seated. With the guilty verdicts returned, we're going to have Blakely, you may file a written argument as to Blakely factors within 1 week. The court will issue findings on the Blakely factors, the factual findings, 1 week after that. We'll order a PSI immediately returnable in 4 weeks. And we will also have a briefing on, after you get the PSI, 6 weeks from now, and then 8 weeks from now, we will have sentencing. We'll get you the exact dates in a scheduling order. Is there a motion on behalf of the state?
Your Honor, the state would move to have the court revoke the defendant's bail and remand him into custody pending sentencing.
Bail is revoked, bond is discharged, and the defendant is remanded to the custody of the Hennepin County Sheriff. Anything further?
Oh, Your
All
Honor.
right. Thank you.
Derek Chauvin, convicted on all 3 counts, guilty of second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter in the death of George Floyd, and leaving the courtroom in handcuffs.
We're adjourned.
Chauvin remanded in the custody of the sheriff in.
Yes. 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 Hell yes. Hell yes. Yes. Damn right. It's the right verdict. It's what should have happened. And finally, it's what did happen. Did I say it was everything in the world? Did I say it was everything in the world? Did I say the slaves were free? Did I say we cured cancer? Did I say we ended police brutality? Did I say we ended mass incarceration? Did I say we get reparations? Did I say we got health care? Did I say all the wars are ended? Did I say all the troops came home? Did I say all the babies are going to get prenatal care? Did I say all the mothers are going to get prenatal care? Did I say that? No. I said one crooked cop got convicted, and that's a good thing. That's what I said. I said what I said. In this shithole that we live in, a little bit of right was done. A little bit. No, it's not everything. It is not everything, Johnson. Is it everything I want? In the country where we get nothing that we want, We don't get the candidates we want. We don't get the elections we want. We don't get the water we want, the air we want. The freedoms we want, the protections we want, the health care we want. In this one case, we got an outcome we can accept for now. No, it's not everything. Never said it was. Did the title say, yay, we got everything we want? So shut up. I'm not in my comment section, but I know there's some fuckhead in the comment section reminding us of what's obvious. Mr. or Mrs. Obvious, who wants to remind us. There's got to be one, because their job is to remind you they're the only ones who know how America works. They're the only ones smart enough to know America's been fucking us. From day one, if you're black, you've been getting fucked from day one. If you're white, you've been getting fucked too. You're just too stupid to know it. If you don't know it. Because I know they're out there. They're always out there. They're always there, Johnson. They're always there. Lurking. Wanting to tell you shit you already know. As if they discovered the fucking moon. We get it. Derek Chauvin is a piece of shit. Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Yay! That's the thing. Got his ace. It's okay to have a smooth, nice release. Nice release of this. You know, people all over the world care about this case. People all over the country care about it. People all over the world care about it. Some people cannot be bothered to cover it because they're so high-minded, they see above it. But they'll cover some dumb shit about Matt Gaetz. Yeah, they'll do that, though. Yeah, cover that shit. Yeah. You cover Matt Gaetz. There you will. Cover dumb shit all the time. Get high and mighty now, motherfucker. I seen you cover dumb shit. Trump sneezed. Covering it. Trump sent out a tweet. Covering it. Most publicized police brutality event since Rodney King. Yeah, that's the one that people don't want to bring up, guys. They keep bringing up OJ. They forget Rodney King. Notice how they skip over that. This case has nothing to do with Rodney King. It involves a cop, and the defendant was white. Case has nothing to do with it. That's how fucked up America is. We have a video, probably the first video of a black man being beat the shit out of, that was captured. What was it, 30 years ago? Put this shit on the map. And they skip right over that, comparison, and they jump right to OJ. Has nothing to do with it. But there's someone they're feeling still 30 years later about OJ. It don't matter. They compare it to everything. Derek Chauvin deserves to go to jail because Derek Chauvin killed a man. We all saw it. And it was too much. It was too much to be denied, man. Look, guys, I'm well aware. Some people think they're Einstein, okay? Hey, look. Yes. The Minnesota Police Department decided we're going to sacrifice Derek Chauvin. Hey, they decided to throw him to the wolves, man. They decided it. What's the name of the black cop they threw to the wolves a couple years ago? Notice no one gave a shit when they did that. Notice Tucker and his enablers. Tucker and his enablers forget that one. They forget the black cop that they convicted last time. I don't remember Tucker and everyone going, oh God, the blacks are gonna riot. If they don't convict them, white people got that lady some justice or some accountability, excuse me. And she was from Australia. And they didn't even have to riot. All they had to do was go, hey, this is not right. And write an op-ed in an Australian newspaper. And they threw that cop under the bus. But Tucker didn't complain. Tommy Lauren didn't talk. Candace Owens didn't tweet. Nobody said shit. Oh no, Tim remembers stuff. Inconvenient truths. He remembers stuff. He's been around a couple of days. You fucking phonies. See, Tucker Carlson's talking out the side of his head, saying, oh, the jury was so afraid. The jury was so afraid. They had to convict. They had their arms twisted. They were afraid of the mob. The mob was going to burn down Minneapolis and all the cities across the country. So you're saying that the mob intimidated the jury, who no one knows who they are? You sound like Derek Chauvin. You must be his defense attorney. Derek Chauvin's defense attorney had the same strategy. Didn't work so well for him, did it? Just once. I would like these fuckheads to show up with a fact. It's like every time Tucker gets on his white supremacist kick, you can't find any facts to support his arguments. Must have left my facts at home. You know, I don't normally watch Fox News, but I had to watch it because Comedy Central's website was down. And I wanted to laugh, man. I needed a good laugh. See, look, guys, it's okay. Two things can happen at the same time. You can be glad a murderer is off the street. Is there anything wrong with being glad a murderer is off the street? I didn't know there was something wrong with that. These people want to make it wrong to root for that. Here's the thing, guys. I like murderers getting off the street, especially murderers who murder with the authority of the state behind them, who murder people in front of children and look down at them arrogantly while they do it. Hey, should we move him, boss? Should we move him? Should we turn him over on his side? No, he's staying right where he is. You want me not to be glad that motherfucker's going to jail because you're enlightened? Because you know that Minneapolis Police Department's trying to save its own ass? What I got to do with Minneapolis Police Department does? There you go, overthinking. What the hell control you got over what the Minneapolis Police Department does? If you go around wondering why people do the shit they do, you'll be angry all the time because a lot of shit that's done, even though you may like it, is at someone else's expense and done for very self-serving reasons. Grow up! We been knew this shit was corrupt. Dumbass. This is not new. This is not new. See, here's where they get it wrong, guys. This is the part they get wrong, and I've seen it all over the internet. I had to take a day off. Brother wasn't sure what was going on, was worried. Talk about that later. This is what they get wrong, Johnson. They like saying this theory that the jury and everybody, Minnesota Police Department, all of them, threw Derek Chauvin under the bus. They leave out the fact he deserves to get thrown under the bus. He earned the right to be thrown under the bus. He killed a man. That's when you want them to throw them under the bus. A lot of them conveniently leave out that he deserved to be thrown under the bus, so he deserves what the fuck he's getting. He's not a scapegoat. Scapegoats get blamed for shit they didn't do. Okay? That's what a scapegoat is. You take a guy and blame him for everything. He didn't do the shit, but you blame him, and you heal, you hope, you pile everything on top of this one man or woman. Derek Chauvin's not a scapegoat. He's just unlucky. Yeah, see, the white supremacy, whatever this shit is, the blue line of silence, the blue code of silence, it had a sudden hiccup. Had a little hiccup, buddy. That's all it was. Little moment of, something happened. Little glitch in the matrix. Okay? Something monkeyed up the reels, the cogs of the machine. Don't worry, it'll be running right. It'll be running again tomorrow, as usual. Okay? It already started running. It never stopped. But it was a slight glitch in this particular case. That's all it was. I wish it was more than that, but I can't lie to you guys. I refuse to lie to you. I won't do it, man. I will not lie to you. It ain't worth it. I can't tell you it's all good. I can't tell you it's going to get all better. I'm not running for office. I won't lie to you about that shit. I won't tell you this was all done for the right reasons. I don't believe in my heart of hearts that it was done for all the right reasons. I will tell you that nothing in America is done for all the right reasons. And nothing gets done just because people have the right reasons, even in their hearts. The people that do have the right reasons in their hearts, that's not the reason why things get done. They get done because you make them get done. They get done because people demand they get done. They get done, like in this case, when they have no choice but to let them get done. We are grown-ups. We are grown-ups. That don't mean Derek Chauvin shouldn't go to jail, though, Johnson. That don't mean he shouldn't be guilty. He should be guilty, and he is guilty. 3 times. 3 different charges that run concurrently because they're not separate acts. They're not separate events. Maybe it'd be different if there were more people involved. It was one act to one individual. They run concurrent because it was one victim. So he's looking at a potential of 40 years. The sentencing guidelines in Minnesota, so that the precedent that has been set for a person like Derek Chauvin, who has not committed any other crimes that he's been convicted of, he's looking at like 12. The judge has leeway to add make it higher in the range due to the fact he committed this crime in front of a 9-year-old. The fact that he did so with the authority of the state behind him as a trusted member of law enforcement. He did it in broad daylight, brazenly. And George Floyd was particularly vulnerable at the time with his hands behind his back when he killed him. Derek Chauvin is now in solitary confinement for his own safety. In 8 weeks, he will go before the judge for sentencing. Facts. You know, they say that the only reason somebody came back with a verdict, and this is what the right is saying. Horrible news channels and morons and corrupt bastards who lie for a living and get paid for it. They're saying, well, you know, of course, the jury was afraid. Yeah, the jury was just afraid of mob justice on the streets. It's always funny. They never root against the state. Yeah, they're so rebellious. But they never root against the state. They're just mad that Derek Chauvin was convicted on 3 counts. Tucker Carlson, I thought he was going to have a aneurysm. Yeah, man, he was upset, man. Those 3 counts, man, those 3 counts. Oh, God, no, 3 counts. He reminds me of me. Derek Chauvin looks just like me. He could have been my son. Tucker Carlson's a rich bastard who doesn't understand any of this. You know what's funny, Johnson? I was thinking about this. Derek Chauvin was convicted on 3 counts. That motherfucker got more counts than Count Chocula. Oh, I'm going to have fun, Johnson. I'm going to have fun. I covered every moment of this damn case. Every moment. I watched every witness take the stand. I watched it. I didn't read the digest. I didn't go to Tucker or Rachel or whoever in MSNBC land who covered it. I watched the actual testimony. Then I reported back to my community because my community happened to give a damn about this case. They're diverse enough that they actually gave a fuck. Okay? That says a lot about our community, Johnsons. They keep saying, why come we can't get a Bernie Sanders? Why we can't get this type of person? Why Nina can't just walk in and be president? We don't have enough black people. Hence, 95% of the independent media channels didn't even cover this case. You think they could have got away with that if they had a black audience? They don't, Johnson. They do not. This is why we can't have a Bernie. You understand? They want to blame Bernie. You get what I'm saying? Come on, Johnson. This was the biggest black case since Rodney King. Independent media on the left didn't even have to cover it because 95% of them don't have enough black audience for them to cover it. So a lot has to change. And instead of them saying, Tim's got a damn good point, let's get better so we can win some fucking elections. Let's get better so we can broaden our base. They just want to get paid. Everybody wants to get paid. Sorry, it's the fucking truth. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, anybody could cover the last day and shout how great it was. What about day 4? When I have to watch George Floyd be killed 10 times in a row. You fuckers. About that. About day 3 when I had to watch his girlfriend crying agony on a stand while you covered Matt Gaetz having phone sex with himself and called it news. I don't think Tucker Carlson's ever admitted to anything in his life. He's probably got a 20-year-old son. He's still denying that he's the daddy. It's an attack on civilization. It's an attack on our democracy. Maxine Waters said something. I thought you said she was kooky and no one paid her any attention. Which one is it? First you discredit her for 3 years and say she's this raging lunatic no one cares about. And then all of a sudden in a rally in, what's the name of it? Not in Minneapolis, but okay, close to Minneapolis. It's not Minneapolis. She has something at a rally and you're like, oh God, she's ushering in Armageddon. That you just said no one cares about what she says. Confrontation means burn the city to the ground. Confrontation starts with a C. Burn Baby Bay starts with a B, bitch. Learn to spell. Assholes. Now they're blaming Biden, as if Biden's a big-time civil rights leader. Biden said some shit like, hope we get a just verdict. Cowardly bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I hope we get a just verdict. I feel it in my heart. My heart's heavy for the people, but people need a just verdict and hope things are done. And I just want you to know, my dad used to say, Joey, I'm not your father. And I'd say, Dad, I'm not your son. And then I'd go pull the legs on my hairs and I'd jump in the car and I'd go to the mall and then I'd listen to the radio. And there should be justice. What I'm trying to tell you, man, is that now blaming Joe Biden for the jury finding this motherfucker guilty as if the film found him guilty, dumbass. Like, it's on film. It's on film. Nah, they're gonna lie. Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson. How could you go on this show and not check his ass on that? I bet they'll find a way. I bet they'll find a way, Johnson. Now, here's the thing. Shit ain't over. No, it's not over. First of all, you gotta be sentenced, but beyond Derek Chauvin, this is not over, Johnson. It's nowhere near over. Listen to me. How many times have police departments killed people and lied about it? You have no idea, right? I have no idea either. It's a lot of times, Johnson. A lot of times. It's average about 3 deaths, 3 cop killings that are reported a day. 3 civilian deaths a day. Nationally. See, this is why it's not over, Johnson. Right here. Let's be very, very clear. This is the investigative update on a critical incident that occurred May 26, 2020. This is how they described Derek Chauvin and this merry band of men murdering George Floyd. May 26, 2020, Minneapolis. A man dies after a medical incident during police interaction. Yeah, they call killing a man by denying him oxygen a medical incident. Hey, everyone who dies after a medical incident if they make it to the hospital, right? On Monday evening, shortly after 8 p.m., officers from the Minneapolis Police Department respond to the 3700 block of Chicago Avenue South on a report of a forgery in progress. Officers were advised that the suspect was sitting on top of a blue car and appeared to be under the influence. 2 officers arrived and located the suspect, a male believed to be in his 40s, in his car. He was ordered to step from his car. After he got out, he physically resisted officers. Officers were able to get to the suspect into handcuffs and noted he appeared to be suffering medical distress. Officers called for an ambulance. He was transported to Hennepin County Medical Center by ambulance, where he died a short time later. The end. In no time were weapons of any type used by anyone involved in this incident. I tried to come prepared tonight. I tried to come prepared to tell people the truth about what happened. The truth about all the work we have to do. Because there's a lot of work to do. If you got police departments that lie like that on reports, every officer there must go to jail. Every officer there must go to jail. All of them. I'm looking up the name of this woman, this young lady, because I must know it. Darnella Frazier, 17 years old. That's her name. Darnella Frazier is a 17-year-old woman who took the film that allowed us to get a little bit of justice, a little bit of accountability, a little bit. Without her, it wouldn't have been done. Once again, black women standing the fuck up. They stood up. You know, a black woman, kiss her. Tell her you love her. I kissed Miss Blackberry several times today. Without her, this wasn't possible. How many times has this happened? And they lied like they did on that report. A medical incident, Johnson. That's all George Floyd was. A medical incident. Some shit happened. We don't know. Did Tucker talk about that? No, he didn't. The people that go on Tucker talk about that? No, they didn't. No. Do they even know that? Do the people that watch Fox News that have been trolling in our comment section even know how much Minnesota Police Department lied about this incident? No, they don't know. It still piss me off. I know they're ignorant because they've been lied to, but they still piss me off, though. They couldn't know. Tucker's horrible. He knows. If I know, he knows. Come on, Johnson. I have no staff. I looked that up. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that there was a... See, they talk about the conspiracy. Leave out the conspiracy of the police to put this all under the rug. Kill a guy and just walk off like nothing fucking happened. See, that's not part of the conspiracy. The conspiracy is all the jurors were so afraid for their lives and for their amazing city that they all succumb to the fear of the left. Yeah, like all the other times, right? All the times when police officers just fucking walk. All those times that happened, no juror was ever worried before. But now, all of a sudden, they're worried. Shit, I wish they were worried. I wish they were worried that they'd come back with a verdict that lets a killer cop walk the streets. They're really not concerned if the killer cop killed him or not, or if the killer cop deserves justice or not, or killer cop deserves jail time or not. They're just concerned that this side gets to win, Johnson. That's all they give a damn about. That's it. Darnella Frazier is a hero. Darnella Frazier is a hero. Darnella Frazier is a hero. Nancy Pelosi I don't have the clip in front of me. Nancy Pelosi put out this horrible statement. You know, there are things to say that, you know, sometimes you say things, they don't come out right. You try to make them come out right, but they don't come out right. Nancy Pelosi said something that was, I know she meant well, somehow. Because I heard a person at a vigil for George Floyd speaking. And she speaking from the heart. She was crying. She was in anguish. She looked physically in pain. Tears streaming down her face. The crowd around her all crying. The verdict was just announced. And she says, George Floyd made this possible. He made it possible for us to have some reform. Lord Jesus, George Floyd, we ain't gonna let this be in vain, baby. We're not gonna let your sacrifice be in vain. You did this so we could get better, so we can have a better criminal justice and cops and treat us better. And because of you, we might have had that. Now, I didn't like that statement that she said. But just like the lady that was standing next to her when she said it, I know she meant well. What she meant was, this man's dead, we can't bring him back. His name shall live on. We want to give him all the credit for anything good that comes out of this death, out of his death. We want him to get credit for it. We want to remember his name. That's what we want. That's what I think she meant. And I could tell, because I said she's in pain. She's crying. It's not faking the tears, man. Her voice is wailing. Groaning, wailing. Nancy Pelosi wasn't groaning, wailing, kneeling, hunched over, turned over, gasping for air, upset, bothered. She didn't even have a tear in her eye. And she said, George Floyd's sacrifice will not be forgotten. Sacrifice for us so we can have And I saw that, guys. You know, I'm not advocating kicking someone in the ass. Definitely not advocating elder abuse. And I don't wish bad things on... Let me not go down that road. Man, let me just say this. That was a horrible statement. What she said did not come from the heart. It was clumsy. It was lazy. It was insulting. George Floyd was murdered by the police state in this country, by a piece of shit cop. George Floyd wanted to live his life just like everybody wants to live their life. That's why he begged to be able to save his life. He did not walk into this asking to be a martyr. He did not willfully give up his life so that Nancy Pelosi could get on a damn podium and talk stupid shit. He's much rather, I assume, be here. Just horrible shit, man. That's so horrible. It must suck to be a person who's got their head up their ass so much or is so scared of blowback that you can't even say that Nancy Pelosi needs to shut the hell up sometimes. That must suck to not be able to be that free. But you know what? I know what it's like. I get it. You got a job. You work for the Democratic Party. You're in there, some shit you got to, whatever. I'll say it for you. Nancy Pelosi needs to shut the fuck up sometimes. A lot of times. Almost all the time. Why don't you just step down, sit down, go play with the grandkids? What's wrong with that? Second-degree murder, third-degree murder, second-degree manslaughter. And I'm not saying, guys, once again, let me reiterate this. Let me say this one more time. This is not everything. There's so much more to be done. It's nowhere near everything. Not even close. But it's something. I also want people to know the trauma that people have surrounding these incidents, they affect people. They affect them, their health. It affects their mental health, their physical health, their spiritual health. Do you understand that? If you look at George Floyd and you see yourself or your brother or your cousins or your father or your spouse, your husband or whoever, if you look at George Floyd and you actually connect with him as a human being, these incidents like these incidents affect people. There's studies out that say when these incidents occur of black people being killed by cops, that it damages the health, the mental health of those black people in that state for months. There are ripple effects in communities where this happens. This is serious business. People treat it like it's just news. There are real ramifications for people that weren't even there. There are people dealing with personal trauma from this incident who weren't there who saw it. Think of the trauma that people are feeling who actually saw it. The young girl, Donnella Frazier, who without her, none of this is possible. Because they'd have swept it under the rug if they didn't have film. That's what the chief of police said. Arendado, he said it. He went with what the cops said happened. Oh, well, somebody died. Okay. Had some type of episode after they put him in a... Okay, that happens. That's not even worth looking into. But someone contacted him and said, have you seen the tape? Donnella Frazier, who took that video, still feels guilty. Because she felt like she should have jumped in and stopped the police. See, I watched her say that on the stand because I covered the case. I know it's not important because it's not the same thing as ending the war in Syria. I do understand. To you, it's not important. To some of us, it is important. Because it's a war on our streets. Black people have been fighting this war ever since we've been here. The war to exist. Not sexy, not glamorous. It's a very old, long war. I know. And you'd much rather cover someone else who lives in another country who's going through real problems. I know. I get it. I'm so happy he got convicted. Derek Chauvin, I'm so happy he got convicted, Johnson. I'm very happy about it. I want you to know, I would very much love to celebrate this moment. I got my champagne bottle here. just don't think it's right to pop it. Maybe we pop it after the sentencing. Maybe we pop the champagne after he's sentenced. You know? Maybe then I'll feel better. Maybe I'll feel like that. Maybe then it's warranted. I don't think it's ever warranted. Like, I mean, damn it, people celebrate their football team winning or their basketball team winning. People do it every day. They celebrate shit all the time. They do. But we're a little bit bigger than that, right? Comment section, what you think? Should we pop the bottle? Should we? Is that too much? I'm asking. I'm not sure, man. I had every intention to pop that bottle, but the more I think about it, the more I talk, the angrier I get. You know? We shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to celebrate this. This should just been that. What you expect? This is obvious. A guy killed a guy on film. Wasn't heat of passion. He made a mistake. It wasn't. I mean, he did it slowly, methodically. When other people asked him to stop, he kept going. When the guy he was killing was asking him to stop, he kept going. I mean, this is the most obvious case of a cop killing someone. I mean, like, I'm sure there are other cases that are worse or similar. Ergana, for instance. But Jesus, man, this should have been. This should have been an afterthought. Like, oh, this guy's gone. I mean, actually, maybe it was. That's another thing Carlson and the team and all the people that kiss Carlson's ass and all these fuckers don't want to admit. Derek Chauvin and the defense team, they wanted a plea bargain before we even went to trial. They offered the state 10 years. Federal time, fair time. They offered like, hey, I'll take 10 years. We'll take a deal. Tucker leaves that part out too because it's a lying piece of shit. So maybe it wasn't. He just got caught. But think of the arrogance that he had, that he felt like he could kill George Floyd and nothing happened to him. He didn't look worried at all, did he? Did he look worried as he sat atop George Floyd's neck? Did he look afraid? Did he look worried? He looked calm than a motherfucker. He looked very relaxed. He almost fell asleep up there. He was so relaxed. He was thinking about what he was going to watch on TV later on that night. He wasn't worried at all. That is scary because there's a reason he wasn't worried. Get it? That's why I can't pop that bottle, Johnson. Because there are other Derek Chauvins. Are they worried? Are they worried? I don't know. I don't think they're worried. I think they're just like Derek Chauvin, just as relaxed. What y'all think, Johnson? I don't know. We getting the trolls out? He's moving so fast I can't see him. I know they're here. The judge decides the sentencing. I read that. Someone just says, who decides the sentencing? But there are guidelines, state guidelines, not defined by the judge. It's not a real victory. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. A man who killed a man going to jail. I don't know what you want. What words you want to use? What word would you like us to use? It's not a real victory. What word is better for you? What word would you like to use? I don't know. No, motherfucker. What word would you prefer me to use? I didn't call it a victory, but what word would you like us to use? Smart ass. What's the word? Say it. I'm reading you. Viva specifico with a doggy emoji. That's not, you're not a person. Ah, fuck. We know a man's still gone, dumbass. Every murder, someone's gone. Every time Breonna Taylor's murder didn't go to jail. Do you understand that? Tamir Rice's murderer did not go to jail. Did you understand? 90% of the time, more than 90% of the time, when cops kill us, they don't go to jail. Did you understand the logic behind, hey, this time they did, and people go, good. Does that make sense, motherfucker, at all? I mean, real talk. It's that simple. If 90% of the time you went to the cookie jar to get a cookie, someone hit you with a fucking baseball bat, that 10% of the time you get hit with a baseball bat, you'll be like, whoa, yay. I didn't get hit with a baseball bat. The fuck, man? I know we didn't discover the moon, bitch. I know we didn't cure HIV and cancer. I know. I didn't say we did. I said a bad guy, who killed a man in front of the world like he was a bad motherfucker, is going to jail. That's a good thing. Did I say, let's go streaking? Yeah! Woo! Did I pull a Howard Dean out this motherfucker? Did I go, woo! Let's go streaking? No. But do you understand, people they want to believe this means something, and I know. They want to believe that this will be a ripple effect. And in fact, it may be a ripple effect, and there will be more sacrifices of badass cops who fuck up. There also is going to be a backlash for this. Because some of these good old boys don't like this. Some of these good old boys don't like this. I've read a story, Johnson. And I don't mean to be so hard on you, but Jesus Christ, man. Like, have a little context of understanding the mental toll these murders take on black people over and fucking over, dude. Like, try to understand that a little bit. I know you really can't totally embrace it, totally understand it, but try to pretend that you cared about Tamir Rice and Eric Garner, that you cared about these other murders. Breonna Taylor. Pretend those were important, and the guy who did them walked, because they did. Now, this one didn't. You understand? It's that simple. They never should have happened. They happened. The people should be alive. They are not. Why am I talking to you? Back to my next point. Everybody else gets it. Why am I wasting time trying to explain that shit? That's basic, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We didn't have Christmas last year, but this year we do. Yay. I don't know. Come on, motherfucker. Come on, grow up. Grow up. You know it. You know what I'm saying. Just want somebody to pay attention to your trolling ass. Walk around being a contrarian. I'm a contrarian. I'm a contrarian and an incel. I'm a contrarian. I'm a contrarian and an incel. I'm a contrarian. People pay attention to me when I say dumb shit. I'm a contrarian. I'm a contrarian. What's your sign, baby? I'm a contrarian. A little boy was running to the bus today. Little boy, this is a true story. Little boy is running to a bus today. He was wearing a mask. He was running to his bus. He finally caught up to the bus. He was getting on the bus. His mask had slid down under his nose. The bus driver says, pull your mask up. He said, I couldn't breathe. He said, I couldn't breathe and I was running. And the bus driver said something to the effect of, that's the same thing that's the same thing that George Floyd said. And it was bullshit then too. Something like that. The blowback is already coming. The blowback is already coming. It's already, and that was an old white lady who said that. Now, think about pissed off cops. Think about all the other white people. Think about white people with power to deny us loans. You see, people walk around, they don't think about this stuff. Think about everyone who's going to a doctor, white doctor, who may agree or disagree with the verdict. Who's a little angry right now? Is that person angry? Who they angry with? Are they angry with the 12 jurors? No. Maybe. Tucker Carlson said they shouldn't be angry with the 12 jurors. They should be angry with the mob. And who's in that mob that Tucker Carlson's painting? Black people. And why is that good white cop going to jail? Black people. Do you understand how this shit works at all? Now, the bus driver, the old white lady bus driver, in this story, she lost her job because the mom reported it. The principal or school superintendent had to do something. That child is scarred. That child is in elementary school. All the children on that bus heard that bus driver say that. The backlash is going to be real. So real talk. Thank you, Michael. Cops will go on a revenge rampage. Count on it. Thank you, sir. I'm trying to get rid of them. I just saw that so many trolls are here. Can't get to them all. Let me help clean up a little bit. Why are you mad? Afraid not. Thank you, Afraid not. Yeah. Accountability. Okay. Not justice, but accountability. Yeah, that's the word everyone's been saying. And I agree with it. I agree with it. It's accountability to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? But we need more accountability, right? I just showed you the Minneapolis Police Department. See, they got caught. They got caught, Johnson. That film got out there, Johnson. They didn't want that film to get out there. The film got out there. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? The true culprit here is the Minneapolis Police Department. You know what I'm saying? Without saying that the Minneapolis Police Department is the true culprit, and what they did was they tried to cover up a murder. Then when they got caught up covering up a murder, they decided to cancel out this guy. And you know, he looked surprised that he was getting convicted, didn't he? Even though he tried to plead guilty. He looked, can't believe this shit. I can't believe you can't just kill a Negro in broad daylight. I thought we were still killing Negroes. I didn't. We can't just kill them if we want to. We used to do it all the time when I was in basic training. I didn't get the memo that when we stopped killing them. We can't kill them now? Oh. Now you tell me. That's how he looked, Johnson. He looked totally shocked. We have so much more to do. But, hey, it doesn't mean his ass should walk. Yes, he looked shocked. You mean I can't be an overseer? La la cha cha. Facebook, are you with me here? I know it's bad. I know it's bad on Facebook. We need to defend the police. Nah, we don't need to defend the police. We need to defend victims of the police. What the fuck? Cops got guns, dummy. Why do we need to defend cops? From who? You're right, Junius. Junius Howard said, let some of the pressure and pain seep out of our collective suffering. The cops are killing people so fast, we can barely keep up. True words. Hey, I wasn't going to call out the name of the person. I didn't even see the name of the person. But I thank you. The person said they meant defund, not defend. And I love my people, man. I love my people, man. Thank you, Johnson. Thank you. That person said I didn't mean defend, I meant defund. Oh! Look, guys, look. We're at the bottom of it. We're at the bottom of it. Here's the deal, guys. We know we got more work to do. We know what happened with Derek Chauvin. We know this guy got some time and he's going to be held accountable, and that's what we got. We got some accountability for our actions. He got accountability for his actions. Now we need to go have some accountability this summer. First of all, the sentencing has to happen. Then we need some accountability for his cohorts. Okay? The other officers who participated. Then there also needs to be accountability at the Minneapolis Police Department, right? That's a lot of accountability. That's what needs to happen. Can we all agree with that? That makes sense, Johnsons? That's it. That's all I got, man. It's okay to be happy. The fact that people feel happy, that's not, let me be real clear about this, man. The fact that people are happy about this verdict, that's not a knock on them. That's a knock on the system. People shouldn't be happy. The people shouldn't have to be happy about this because this should have been an afterthought. This should have been like you flushing a toilet. That strong flushing sound you hear. Or when you hit a light switch. That's how predictable this should have been. The fact that people are happy only further underscores how royally screwed we are and how bad our criminal justice system is. You people, the people who are running around yelling at people for being happy, have misdirected their anger or their frustration at those people. They should be framing it another way. You got it wrong, Johnson. I understand where you're coming from, but you have it wrong. This should have been what was expected. This should be the common practice. The fact it's not a common practice makes it a relief. It should not be a relief. It should be another Tuesday. And we lock up killer cops. What? We lock up other killers in the time that shit don't stop. We lock up other people to kill people like nothing. So your anger is misplaced. Your critique is heavy-handed and should be saved for the system. And to fault, repeatedly traumatize people. Repeatedly traumatize people. Bombarded with the imagery of people that resemble their mothers, their fathers, their cousins, their sisters, their brothers, their aunts, their uncles, their children. Murdered in the streets by cops. To blame them for feeling a moment of release. I don't know, man. Look, man, with friends like you, I don't know if we need enemies, Johnson. I mean, if you can't wrap your head around that, I mean, honestly, you really don't get that. You honestly can't get that. That honestly does not make sense to you. It honestly, you have no... If you kick a dog every day and then you take a break, I mean, come on, Johnson. Come on. What this should not do is lull people to sleep thinking this has changed the world. It has not changed the world. But for a moment, let them know that change is possible. And yes, there's so much more to do. That makes sense. George Floyd. Someone said, say his name. George Floyd. That's his name. And so many others. So many others, Johnson. So there we go. A lot of trolls in the house. And that's what happens. That's really not new. Oh boy. Okay. That's a lot of words for $5, Johnson. Come on, John. It's a lot of words. Look, guys, here's the deal. I think it's important that we understand where we are. And I think if you have the opportunity to get people to get in front of people, to tell people something, and if by covering this story, I was able to get in front of some people and tell the truth and have a positive impact or an informative impact on them, that's important. And we got more work to do. So there'll be more truth to tell. But the jury got this one right. Now, other ones, we'll see. Right? To those that wonder what happened to the show on Tuesday, I wanted nothing more than to do this yesterday. But frankly, guys, I have been feeling so weird, so weird. It was kind of concerning. I had been concerned for a while about my own health. So I had to go to the doctor, like an emergency room visit. It just didn't feel right. And I had a lot of things tested, and all I'm going to tell you is that things look good, but I got to follow up. And things are good, though. But I think the stress, the work, and the stress and the work, and sitting here a lot are not good combinations. Not good combinations for optimal health. And that I need to make some changes with my daily routine and my stress level and things of that nature. So, we will be doing that. We'll be following up. But as you can tell, feeling pretty good. I mean, I don't think I may have missed a step here and there tonight, but I didn't miss many steps. I think I did pretty good tonight. I think we did all right, Johnson. So, that's it. Tomorrow, I'm going to take tomorrow off, relax a little bit. Because we know Friday's Freedom Friday. Open up phone lines. People get to call in. That's your show day. If you want to call up Friday. Be a part of it. Speak truth to power. There's other stuff going on. You want to talk about it? Bring it up. If you got thoughts about George Floyd, bring it up. Thoughts about Derek Chauvin's conviction, bring it up. And I'm looking forward to Friday. We have a community here that we built. It took us years to build it. The algorithm ain't been nice to us. You know? Censorship ain't been nice to us. But we try to be nice to us. Let's be better to us. And let's be better to ourselves. Talking to myself. And I want to thank everybody who reached out to me and concerned about how I was doing as a person. Who cared? And I want to thank you for that. I love you, Johnson. Derek Chauvin's going to jail. He's in jail. He didn't get away with it. Those of you that are shocked, you're not alone. He's shocked too. And thank goodness for Donnella Frazier and Dr. Tobin. Hey, give it up for Dr. Tobin, y'all. Damn. Give it up for Jerry Blackwell. Give it up for Jerry Blackwell, too. You guys good? That's it, guys. Now, honestly, he will not be in general population. Derek Chauvin is in isolation right now. And I doubt very seriously that he'll have much time around his fellow inmates. Damn that, Phil. How could you not like that? Sour grapes people. How could you not like that? He killed that man in front of the world, and you act like we're not supposed to be glad that motherfuckers going to jail? Really? That's progress? We're supposed to be so high-minded, we don't want basic shit done? That's basic. That's the floor. We want that criminal justice system overhauled. We want the police defunded. We want our law enforcement reimagined. We want it reallocated. We want it redistributed. We want it modified. Right? We want all those things. Because it needs to be rethought up, redistributed. But even if we do all those things, when a cop kills a person in the middle of the street, slowly over 10 minutes almost, we want them to go to jail. And it's okay to want that. Shit. Shouldn't have to want it. Should just be what's going to happen. Plant a seed in the water, you water it and it grows. That's how that's supposed to work. All right, folks, that's all I got. I got number love for you. I'll be back here Friday night for Freedom Friday. I hope that you join me for that. The haters can hate, but what happened today was just me recapping what we already knew. Now, let's go to the comments section and read our comments. Silver Surfer says, okay, fill us in. What happened? We'll see. Once upon a time, there was this Adam. Don't know what that. Sheldon Hughes. Tim is back. Sheldon, what's up, man? William, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, William. Dustin Benz. Hello, Johnson. Hope you have a decent night. Yeah, it was pretty good, Johnson. Pretty good, Johnson. Yeah. Decent night, it was. Craig. Damn right. Thank you for all your coverage in this and the future coverage, speaking truth to power. You damn right, Craig. That's right, brother. Robin Bennett's in the house. Thank you, Robin. Anybody who likes the show tonight was like, wow, I didn't know this guy got down like that. I thought he was a kiss ass. Oh, this guy, oh, he's calling it out. Oh, he's saying stuff. Oh, makes sense. Oh, it's not a sellout. Oh, it's not an ass kisser. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, well, go to jointimblack.com. Starting at only $5 a month, become a member. It keeps somebody who's willing to say, hey, Nancy Pelosi could shut up, but Derek Chauvin should go to jail. In the same show. You know how rare that is? You know how rare, really, that's rare. No props for that. Come on, Johnson. You don't get that everywhere, Johnson. Usually, you get one without the other. One without the other. You don't get both of them. Sheldon Hughes says, kick the trolls to the curb. We might need to get us some new moderators, some more moderators. I keep saying it, but I keep forgetting to do it. Deborah Cochran says, thank you, Tim. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. We carry signs in the house. My brother, David Melford. What up, David? Pop it when George Floyd Justice and Policing Act passes, the Senate. See? There it is, David. You know what I'm saying? Yes. 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 It just didn't feel right, Johnson. It just feels like more needs to happen. I hate to be realistic, but I don't think that this will have a ripple effect on the justice system. If we pass that Senate Act, it will. I want to be positive, but I want to withhold my happiness until bigger reforms occur. You can do that. Feel free to do that. Dustin Benz. I get it. See, what we won't do, what I will refuse to do, is get complacent. So I can feel good about this because I can compartmentalize this moment separate from other moments. Because I've been doing this show for a decade. Got a little bit of experience with these types of situations and keeping it in perspective. That's all. But however you want to deal with it, do what's best for you, Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. It's just the people looking down at people like, how dare you? Why are you up? You shouldn't be happy about this shit. Why are you happy that killers got convicted? So what? Yeah, if you were George Floyd's friend, you wouldn't say that. You would not say that. If you don't see George Floyd as your brother or your friend or your father or your son, I guess you could say that. And you don't know how other people see it. Get it? Be humble enough to realize the way you see things ain't the way everybody else sees them, Johnson. That's all. And how you feel about a situation ain't everybody else's feelings. People feel different ways. People have gone through trauma. We got a new member, Johnson. Buyer Villains Galore. Buyer Villains Galore, welcome to the Tim Black Wolf Pack. We got one new member tonight, Johnsons. One new member. This is amazing. Now, if you're watching this show and you're wondering, Should I join this Tim Black Wolf Pack? Should I join this show? Yes. Because I kick ass. This ain't the only story I'm going to cover. I cover a lot of stuff. And you know what? I don't care if people like me. I don't care if we're going to go to dinner together. What I care is that I'm real. Because I had a job once upon a time where I had to be nice to people that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? We all had those jobs. Had to put up with shit you didn't like. Had a supervisor you couldn't stand or a manager that was a smack. You know what I'm saying, right? You say, oh, boy, I wish I, woo, boy. So, I won't do that here, man. Nah, man, I will not do that here. And if that's not a reason enough to join the Tim Black Wolf Pack, you could always unjoin. People do sometimes, they get upset. You said this thing I didn't agree with. Oh, shit. There I go, being a human being. Hate when I be a human being who doesn't live inside your body and your mind. Do work for me. But other than that, you're going to love it because we got a good community here. Wolf Talk, Wolf Pack, Wolf Pack, Tim Black, Wolf Pack all the way around. Got some good people. Got some good people, Johnson. And sometimes we just have a good time laughing at all these lying bastards. We got a lot of lying bastards running around just lying to people. We call them out. Brandon, it's a real victory for the movement. Deserves to be celebrated, but the whole system is guilty. Let's use this as momentum to focus and build. That's the other side of it. Some people don't realize that part of building a movement is that people get to feel good from time to time. If you don't give people a chance to celebrate something along the way, people get tired. No one can perpetually be kicked in the face and go, I'm showing up tomorrow. Occasionally, by the nature of being human beings, we have to feel like we've accomplished something. Okay? That's just the way people are built. It's not because people are weak. It's not because people are lame. It's not because people are suckers. It's not because people are sheep. It's because that's how people work. William McGregor. The conversation begins and ends with a child being shot 4 times and killed by a public servant. Period. If you have to dig further, you are effed up. You're talking about another case. We're talking about George Floyd right now. I know Micaiah is another story. We haven't done it yet. I was in an emergency room last night. I didn't get to do this one yet. My brother. And I have a lot of comments about what happened to Miss Micaiah. Some of them are for the police, but some of them are for her father and the people that were fighting in that street. I don't know if you're ready for that, because there's a real conversation to be had about what the fuck I saw displayed when it came to that child. I'm a father. Maybe I speak from a different standpoint than you. But I have more to say on that. So let's make sure we put on our big pants when we come do that dance, Johnson, because I got some shit to say about that. But that's not what this show is about. But be prepared for some real shit when we had that conversation. Okay? 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 And I don't really know if you deserve all that or not. But I want people to know there's a lot to be said. Anthony Lamont. My name ain't Willie D, man. Willie D, you should tell me, no, but actually, I don't know. I'm not going to say that because sometimes Willie D surprised me. I wonder what Roland Martin's saying. I don't know. I haven't watched anyone's coverage of it. But anyone who goes into that without saying some very obvious shit is just playing team ball. We don't play no damn team ball over here. We're going to call it straight. And I'm not saying that you want me to do anything different. And maybe you know what I'm talking about. But I don't play scared, son. And I say some shit. So I'm going to say things that may be a little uncomfortable, but they need to be said about this. Because what I saw was wrong on many levels, Johnson. Not saying, but let me not go any further because you'll say, well, you're not saying this, you're not saying that. And I'm not doing that tonight. But he brought it up. He spent his $10, he brought it up. Anthony Lamont says, you had me rolling tonight. I got some prior vibes. What the bruh? Yo, man. Hey, Anthony, don't say that, man. Dude, Lamont, sir, don't say that shit unless you mean it, man. Real talk, man. Feel me? Because you know, that's one of my comedy heroes, bruh. Richard Pryor, Dick Gregory. Come on now. Don't do that. You brought a dose of sanity to your trial coverage. We all appreciate it. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, bro. Buddy says Donnell Frazier deserves Congressional Medal of Honor and to be in the history books for creating the turning point. Brother, I hope so. Will it be a turning point? Or, man, brother, Sally, take care of yourself, Tim. We need you. Love you. Mitch, Murray, and me. Well, Mitch, Murray, and you, thank you. We love you back. See you Friday. Nick, keep on keeping on, Tim. Thank you, Nick, bro. Thank you, Nick. Nisi Moby. Nisi Moby in the house. Nisi, did you have something to say? Yes, you did. She said, surprised you didn't start whistling Dixie. Hey, they remanded him into custody. That was probably to keep him from doing something to himself. Also because that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm just saying, revoke that bail, Johnson. Revoke the bail. Oh, man. Jesus Christ, there you go. How do you burn a street? Oh, God. You guys are so funny, man. Look, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the show support. Thank you for the super chats. $ TBTV Media is our Cash App. I got to put my crypto shit up, man. I got crypto now. I got a little bit. I got a piece of Bitcoin. And a piece of Ethereum. Ethereum. Whatever. I'm not saying it. The one with the weird name. The prosecutor requested no bail and got it. That judge read that verdict like nothing, Johnson. He was acting nice with Chauvin until it was time to read that verdict. Yeah, because, now you're right. Maxine Waters is a horrible, horrible candidate. I don't know what's wrong with Maxine Waters. Horrible politician. I don't know why they don't shut their mouths up. Keep their mouths shut. And Derek Chauvin, you'll be branded to the Bobby Trooper and put your ass in jail forever. Prosecution's got anything to say. Oh, lock some bitch up right now. Been in jail, some bitch. Go to jail. See you in 8 weeks, motherfucker. I mean, that's what they were. It was like, Kim said, thank you for coming on earlier tonight, Tim. Take care of yourself for us and Mrs. Black. You'll never find a love like mine. That's it, guys. I'm gone. That's all I got to say. Now I'm just talking. If you're bored, I guess it's okay, but I don't want to keep going. I don't want to waste your time any longer. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back as a show tomorrow. I'm sorry, Friday. Yeah, it's after 1 o'clock. We'll be back Friday for Freedom Friday. Call up. Speak truth to power. Number love for you. It's okay to feel good about this. The right verdict for a freaking change. And the cop that shot Laquan McDonald, we got him too. Every time a cop gets convicted for killing someone, when they've done unlawfully or illegally killing someone, it makes another cop hesitate. But we know we need more done than that. And we need more done than that. And there are people, man, look, last thing I'm going to say on this, guys, I'm going to go to all those people out there that say, Tim, you should not be happy about this. You should not be satisfied. I'm not happy about it. I'm glad this happened, though, but it doesn't make them happy about it. I'm not satisfied, because satisfied would mean this shit didn't happen. Because it shouldn't happen. An officer should have stepped in and stopped Derek Chauvin. He may have lost his job. Now he loses his job and his freedom because he didn't have the courage. There was an officer there who tried to verbally ask 3 times, hey, shouldn't we stop this shit? But that officer did not do anything. And then he let the report go through without saying what happened. I'm gone, guys. I had a thought, but I've said it. I'm being redundant at this point. If you didn't listen to the whole show, go watch the whole show. I say a lot of stuff. Please don't cherry pick this when you complain. There's a long through line here. R.I.P. George Floyd. This ain't over. Tomorrow we begin again. Wolfpack. Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.
Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't be fooled by corporate media talking heads misleading the people. Get your news and information from an entity that keeps it real. Tim Black. Tim Black is the host of The Tim Black Show. Independent news that leaves you informed, inspired, and sometimes entertained, but always in the know. Go to timblacktv.com and sign up today. The Tim Black Show is news for people who can't stand the news. See you there.
Cool Streams TV, the best streaming service in the world. With over 2,000 channels. Watch it anywhere on your Android or iPhone. Watch it on your tablet or any Fire device. Premium channels, network channels, pay-per-view sports. Direct access to 24/7 customer service. Go to CoolStreamsTV.com and purchase your subscription. Cool Streams TV. We are the best in the business.